Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. The build-up with all of the pranks and the hijinks sometimes seems almost as big as the big game itself. Stanford and Cal ready to square off for the Axe.
And memories of football players running down the field, running into band members at the end of crazy games. There have been some unbelievable moments in this great rivalry, and hopefully we're in for another great one today.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most iconic moments in college football history. Now these guys get an opportunity to make their moments in this big rivalry game.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, Dave, and something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
Bunch. Spring a guy free. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on second down. The inside handoff. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The Bears put a whipping on Stanford the last time these two teams met, blowing out the Cardinals.
Blowing them out, creating momentum, creating mojo, getting the bragging rights in this rivalry. That is always something Cal fans look forward to. Giving it to Stanford fans for a whole year, especially when you beat them down.
Yeah, it just seemed for Cal last year like that was personal to them, right? They were so angry heading into that game. They wanted to make an example of their rival, and that's the way it should be every year for both these teams. That's what rivalry games are. It is personal, not just for the players, but for the fans as well.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. It's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Robbins. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Calls his own number. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bear! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Stanford quickly to the line. Now he's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The give on the inside. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Touch pass on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Jean-Pierre. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, Northern California is a region divided whenever the Golden Bears and Cardinal get together. And we've seen a lot of that spirit on display so far in the fight for the Stanford Axe. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last week.
He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. The jet sweep pass. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He leaves it with his back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Snap it to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jean-Pierre. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. They're going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by miss much late in the game. They're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in.